Sorry, I'm sorry. आई थिंक किसी का माइक ऑन है. जो भी क्वेश्चंस होंगे हम लोग ले लेंगे अभी. प्लीज माइक ऑफ रखिए. Okay, so I'd like to welcome you all to the Udar orientation. So starting off with about our club. Our club is the official aeromodeling and robotics club of NIT Rourkela, registered under the Technical Society SAC, that is Student Activity Center. Our club offers many different disciplines to learn about, but they can be classified into three broad groups. One is aeromodeling. Aeromodeling is the activity involving designing, developing, and flying of small air vehicles. It is a very exciting and interesting way to learn, apply, and understand science and engineering principles. Then comes robotics, which is the intersection of science, engineering, and technology that produces machines called robots that substitute for or replicate human actions. You guys must all know pop culture has always been fascinated with robots. Then there is automation, which is the creation and application of technologies to produce and deliver goods and services with minimal human intervention. The implementation of automation technologies improve the efficiency, reliability, and or speed of many tasks that were previously performed by humans. And our club has to be functional in a way that is more branched. So we have had three divisions in our club. One is technical, one is management, and one is content and design. Coming to the first branch, which is the technical club, which is the technical team. Everyone who wants to join this club wants to join it for the technical, but that might vary from person to person. We have other branches as well. So the technical team handles all the tech projects, starting from the conceptual design right till the fabrication. And then coming to the management team monitors the workflow. Without the management team, you cannot do all the technical processes. They are the ones who will manage all the resources. They are the ones who will manage all the timing. They are the ones who will manage all the money. And they help us also get sponsorship and also try to increase our outreach so that more people can recognize our club. Then comes content and design. Content and design team are the people who are like extremely creative. They want to make a name for Udan through all the social media handles, and they help us create a very strong bond with our followers. Now, before we start, any project that you take up ever, you'll have to create a workflow for it because it's not a homework, right? You need to create a workflow that you have to do this step at this time, this step at this time. So I just wanted to ask you guys, agar tumhe ek project diya, if we give you a project of making a RC airplane, what will be the workflow that you will go through or you will set for your own team? You guys can leave the responses in the chat box, and you guys do know that our club team heads are also a part of the meeting right now, so they can read your responses. So jiska matlab innovative rakho, it might appeal to us. So now coming to the workflow for any project in Udan Club, first thing is the idea. Anything you want to realize in this world, it needs to start from your head. So after getting the idea, you need to go to the second step, which is research. Whatever you've thought of, you need to realize it into the real world. And there is a technique and there is a knowledge required for that process. That is what you attain through research. Then coming to the third step, which is conceptual design. Conceptual design is basically whatever you have in your head, it is the act of putting it onto paper. You make a rough sketch, a rough model, a rough idea, a rough draft of what you're trying to make in the real world. Then after the conceptual design step, you go on to the fourth step, which is preliminary design, CAD modeling. I think most of you already know what CAD is because you have a course on it. If you don't, you'll have it in your next semester. Basically, CAD is just any engineering drawing software which replaces manual drafting with an automated process. you'll eventually end up using CAD as you'll progress your career as an engineer. So CAD modeling is something that we do as a fourth step to whatever we have put on the paper and whatever we have put thought of in our heads. It needs to have a 3D existence, but not real. We put it in the virtual world so that we can easily tweak the parameters which are needed to be reached. Then after the preliminary design, CAD modeling, we go to the simulation. We have many simulation softwares. Like for CAD modeling, we had SolidWorks and Fusion 360. And for the simulation, we have ANSYS, XFLR5, which we are using in the aero modeling space right now, which is just a tool for analyzing the aerofoils of planes. And we have Multisim Live and OpenRocket for the R project. Where in OpenRocket is like one software in which you can build your own rocket and launch it before you fly it in real life. And this is the simulation part where we test how our model is working in the conditions that we want it to work, but virtually. Then we ask a very simple questions to ourselves. The requirements that we set for this idea to be successful, are they met? If the answer is no, we go back to the CAD model. We make the tweaks that will make the model reach the requirements that are set by this idea, by this project. Then we go back into the simulation with the new CAD model. We run the simulation again. And then we ask the same question. Did the requirements that we set for this project meet? If the answer is yes, then we move to the penultimate step, which is optimization. Optimization is basically the process of making something in the real world as ideal as possible. We all know ideal things are 100% perfect, but in real world, we cannot. So trying to make your project reach the requirements that are set for it as close as possible is the process of optimization. And after this final step, we move to the last step of the workflow, which is fabrication. Whatever you've thought of, whatever you've written, whatever you've designed, whatever you've simulated, whatever you've optimized, it has to come into the real world. And that process of shifting it from the virtual world to the real world is fabrication. Now, moving on with our projects, these are some of our past projects that we have done in the club. Here you can see our seniors who have built these hovercrafts and also the track for these hovercrafts. And here you can see, 1 minute, I'm sorry. Here you can see the videos. Here there is the water rocket video that we had. This was us as first when we were first years. This is the RC plane being flown in NITR grounds. And here you saw this video of the hovercraft. This was outside the Udan room. Like here you can see the Udan room in NITR. We hope you guys can see that very soon. So moving on, I'm kind of sad that you guys didn't get to see this time, but you will soon. When you will come to the college, you will see, we have an auditorium, the BBA, and in front of the BBA stands this model aircraft, which was built by our alumni. And it is, I think, one of the most notifiable, the most easy to identify projects of any club in this college. No club has something so like identifiable for themselves, and this is literally like the pride of our college. So this you guys can see when you come to the college outside BBA. Now coming to the current project that we are working on in Udan, there is the SAE Aero project, which is basically a radio controlled aircraft, and our project, which is the model rocket. And SAE stands for Society of Automotive Engineers, by the way. And moving on, in the SAE Aero project, whenever we build projects, we try to segregate them into branches so that anyone who is having more expertise or who is more of an enthusiast in that field can contribute more to exactly that branch instead of feeling lost in the whole project. So here you can see that we have 4 branches: aerodynamics, structure, avionics, and pilot. Coming to the first branch, the aerodynamics branch. Here you can see there is a video of how our aerodynamics branch will basically test. Aerodynamics is all about creating aerofoil which will create the most lift for the least amount of energy put in. That is the task that is given to the aerodynamics team. And then there is the structure team. Here, the structure team tells us, helps us in building the everything except for the aerofoil, like the fuselage, the tailwind, the landing system. Everything is handled by the structure team, and they also make sure that the aeroplane is like strong enough, like structurally sound enough to carry its own weight through the air. And then there is avionics, that their job is for the selection of the electronic components like ESCs, batteries, motors, everything electronic they have to select, and they have to integrate it into the aeroplane such that it functions smoothly. And in we can also plan to automate some systems like auto correction of yaw, auto correction of pitch. That is also handled by avionics team. Then coming to the piloting team, this is, I think, some like very interesting, the most interesting part of Aero project. The person who is tasked with the job of piloting is given the radio control to fly the aeroplane through the air, such that they have to perform all the complex maneuvers required by the aircraft. Like if I had to ask you, if you had to make an aeroplane, what would you use it for? Like if you had to give if you had to give a challenge to people who had aeroplanes, what would you use it for? Like for an example, it could be a firefighter airplane, and it has to pour water over a certain span of length on the ground. So for that, you need a very skilled pilot to drive the aeroplane, and also to fly the aeroplane, and also to test fly the prototypes. The pilot is has to be really skilled. And moving on to the R project. Um, Before we move on, you guys can also tell me in the chat box which is the most recent rocket launch, like space rocket launch, that you guys have seen about, heard about, observed, or read about. And why do you like, what made you interact with that project? Like, what made you look up that project? Now, moving on for the R project, we have three branches in the R project. That is the mechanical team, the electronics team, and the propulsion team. And here you can see the mechanical team. Basically, they are the ones who design and simulate the rocket. They are the ones who design and 1 minute, sorry. Yeah, they are the ones who design and simulate the mechanical structure of the rocket. That is the nose cone, the body, the fins, the launching system, the recovery system. Everything is designed and tested by the mechanical team. Then there is the electronics team. You guys can think of all the ways an electronic device, like electronic controls, will be needed in a rocket, like the ejection charge for the parachute, the launching sequence, or many like if you are going into advanced rocketeering, you'll need to have thrust vectoring, which is also handled by electronics. And then there is the propulsion team, which helps us in deciding the best propulsion system that is suited for the project at hand. If you are trying to reach a certain height, what kind of thruster or what kind of engines will we try to use? That is the task of the propulsion team. Now, moving on to the most important branch. If there was no management, there would be no technical. You guys should know that by now. So we all have seen how in like multinational companies, manager is always above the technical head. Managerial head is always above the technical head, and that there is a very subtle reason for that. Management team overlooks the workflow of all the projects. If the management team isn't managing the projects which are going forward, the project will be a mishap. It will be everywhere. So they help us in keeping a streamlined workflow throughout the project, and also help us in attracting sponsorships, and thus enhancing the public outreach of our club. The more outreach we have, the more opportunities we might receive. And we are also proud to announce that I don't think any other club in NITR has this, but Udan has enough industrial outreach that we are actually collaborating with two companies on our projects. There's the Atwari Group, which is in collaboration with us on the SAE project, and there is the SDNX Group, which is collaborating with us on the R project. And the Atwari Group is an independent research organization working in the field of aerospace and defense. 1 minute. Um, this company is this is the company Atwari Group that is collaborating with us on the Aero project, and we also have SDNX, which is Space Development Nexus, which is creating multiple space education and research centers in educational institutions across the globe to create an experiential learning ecosystem for the students in the field of aerospace, aviation, and automation. And this is a very proud moment for us Udan members, because this is the first year that we are getting this much outreach. And it's a really great year to join our club because we are kind of in its peak right now. And coming to the third branch, the content and design, for all the people who are truly creative in their nature, they know how to make our club appealing, which might be a little difficult for everyone. But making our club's projects look appealing to the masses, that is the job of content and design. They harness their inner creativity to maximize our outreach and help us in creating all the beautiful posters and insightful messages that you all see on our social media handles. This is one of the posts that they made on the Udan and ITR Instagram, which you guys can follow. And yep, coming to the induction catalog, this is the part that you guys must be coming to this orientation for. How do we get in? So here, I would like to invite the president of the club, Pritish Bhaiya, to go on and explain how the induction process is going to take place. Pritish Bhaiya?
Yeah, hi. Guys, like I was going through the chat and I was like really very happy to know about like the enthusiasm that we are getting on the chats. It's really very good. So before we move on to like exactly the technicalities of how we will be inducting in to our club, let me first clear out one thing. If you think that you belong to a certain branch and that's why you shouldn't join this club, then you're completely wrong. I'll just give you a brief idea. If you belong to civil or mechanical engineering, then we require you. Why? Because we need you for the structural engineering part, for designing the structures, for testing the materials and everything. If you belong to the electrical, electronics, or the computer science, we require you. Why? Because we require you for making the circuits, for testing the simulation, for writing the codes. If you belong to the metallurgy, mining, ceramic, then we also require you. Why? Because we will be testing advanced materials in our upcoming projects. If you belong to chemical or even food processing engineering, then we require you. Why? Because we will be needing some people who will be helping us design the advanced propellants for our upcoming projects. If you belong to the physics or maths integrated MSc, then also we require you. Why? Because you will be helping us design the whole mission parameters for calculations of simulations, everything. In Udan, branch doesn't matter. Even I am from electrical background and I am working in the mechanical part. Never ever think that your branch defines you. If you are interested, if you're really interested in it, then there are seniors in the club who will teach you the basics, who will teach you everything that you require and will always push you to move forward. Okay, apart from that, let's go on to the induction procedure. So for the first time, we will be conducting workshops. Why these workshops are necessary? Because we believe that before inducting, we should get to know that you should have basic idea about what the projects you will be what projects you will be working on, so that you can directly contribute to the club when you are inducted. So there will be basically 3 weeks workshop starting from the next week onwards, like from the 6th and 7th. We will be sharing a Google form shortly in the WhatsApp group. There you will be telling us about your choices. And for the next 3 weeks, we will be sharing videos with you that will help you in cracking this induction test. The test will be happening on the 24th of January. It will consist of basically 3 sections. The section 1 will be general and aptitude and reasoning. How well you think, how well you approach a problem. It will test that. The second part will be a technical section. It will consist of 2 parts, the R project and the SAE Aero project. You can opt to either give the attempt for the R project or the SAE project, or both. It totally depends on you. If you can manage in the time, it's like, wow, you're really very good at understanding the technical stuffs. But at least we require that you obtain some minimum marks in this test so that we can induct you into the projects. You can attempt for the non-technical, as Kushal had already said. We are like, the management plays a very important role in our club, starting from the industry collaborations, the publicity part and everything. We require poster designers, video editors, content writers, and mostly people who can manage the club. What all activities the club is doing and everything. Managing the industry collaborations, talking with the industry leaders, and asking them to collaborate with our clubs. So that part will also contain 60% of the marks, but that will be separate. You can attend our project, SAE Aero project, and the non-technical project, the non-technical part. Attend the three or attend any one of them. But the general and aptitude section will be compulsory. So based on that, after the 3 weeks of workshops and training course, we will sorry. So we will conduct the test, and based on the test, we will induct around 50%, 50 to 60%, like how well the people perform in this test, and then we will give them tasks for about 1 month. The task will be directly related to the all these projects. You will be getting guides and mentors in these tasks in the workshops, so that everything, like, whenever you get a doubt, there will be someone who sorry, who will be there to answer your queries, and who will be there to like guide you through all this process. So that was all about the induction process. Slowly you will be getting to know it, or you will be getting the videos. We will be dividing you into groups where you can learn the technicalities of the R project and the technicalities of the SAE Aero project. Okay, we will now go on to the question round. So you
Yeah.
can unmute, yeah, any queries.
Any queries that you guys want to have, either if you are able to talk to us, then you can talk to us through the mic, or if you want to put it in the chat box, we'll read it through there also.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
Sir, when we do not achieve the model we have, you said we need to go to the AutoCAD or stimulation in that. But why can't we go to the step conceptual design that placed on paper? There may be error.
okay,
Yeah.
question.
Yes. Go ahead, Bhaiya.
Yeah. So yeah, obviously we do all these calculations on the paper first. It is important that you get to learn the concepts. If you get to, if you're like moving on first to the AutoCAD, then you will not get anything. You'll just draw some lines, draw some shapes, and anything. We will first teach you the technicalities, the mathematical calculations that are involved behind these projects. On the basis of that, we will on the basis of that, you will be designing. Okay, so I got a question like, what is the software? Okay, the software used is here is the Open Rocket software. It's like designed, not the AutoCAD that you were talking about. Like, designing each and every part becomes cumbersome, but when we will be 3D printing the parts, yeah, definitely we will be going forward for that. Then we will be designing these all these shapes in either SolidWorks, or we will be going for the Fusion 360. You can go see the site, the Open Rocket site. You can like create your own models there. We will be teaching you how you can install it. It's a very small size software, around 70 MB to 80 MB. We will help you teach it. We will help you how you can design it, how you can simulate it in the software. How you, also there are other variants. We will tell you about that in the whole process. Yeah. Another question: can second year students take part in the induction process? Yes, first year, second year, third year, any year. Even this year we are inducting PhD and MTech students.
Yes,
Yeah,
MTech and
master students and PhD students. We have got some requests from them. They will be joining the club, and they will be basically helping us in the research part. Will there be a PA round? Yes, there will be a personal interview round. Like in the third year, like you will, in the third and fourth year, you will get to know that how good you may be in technical. If you're not able to what we can say, if you're not able to express yourself, if you're not able to stand out from the crowd, you will not get a job. So that's where the personal interview part comes in. You should be able to explain your projects, explain your ideas, how well you explain yourself, and it will be a basic round, some part of technicalities, some part of management, how you will be getting, how you will be dedicated to the club. All this will be in the PI round. Yes. Any other questions? You can unmute or you can type in the chat. Technical management. Any questions?
Also,
Actually, they are asking about
yeah.
they
Go
can
ahead.
give both technical or non-technical, or they have to give both of them.
Yeah, we will be we are like looking forward to people who can handle technical and non-technical both. Like say suppose someone is there who is in the SA project and who is also in the poster designing part. Someone is there who is in the R project and who is also in the management part team. We will be encouraging those people also, like mainly those people. It's good that you can contribute in both the teams. You can there are some who are people who are interested only in technical, and they're a part of both these projects, and some are there who are interested in only management, and they control the way the club functions.
Also, I had forgot to mention a few points, and that is that the SAE Aero project, we are going to take it to an international competition. And for the R project, I don't think we have had any model rockets in an ITR before this. So that was about the like our R project is going to be the first model rocket project in an ITR. And for the SAE aero modeling project that we have, we also use this simulator, which you guys can also check out right now. It is a flight simulator that we use to fly the radio controlled aeroplanes, but in software, in virtual world. So before we actually go out and fly our prototype, we fly it in this.
Bhaiya, is model aviation available for MacBook?
Yeah,
I
this software
yes.
it works on Java. So if your
This software,
computer
no, your MacBook won't be compatible most probably, because I had the
Oh,
same problem. I had
you
to
have
upgrade
to
the
make
first.
a few tweaks. I don't think MacBook allows those tweaks.
Mac OS won't,
Yes.
won't.
okay.
Sorry.
Yeah,
There's a
that's it.
question. Is the SAE similar to SAE clubs? Yeah, the Society of Automotive Engineers, it's a same club, like the same society that conducts, there are clubs like TRR and BMR. So yeah, it also conducts an SAE Aero competition where the model plane will be taking part in the, yeah.
Um, Also, someone has asked इंडक्शन का टेस्ट होगा उसके उस और उसमें सेलेक्ट हुआ तो क्लब में एंट्री होगा तो आई थिंक प्रीति they already
Yeah,
cleared that
okay. So uh, I will
हाँ
explain the
बोलिए बोलिए
procedure once again. First, there will be a 3 weeks workshop. We will teach you about the basics of all these projects, what you need to know to have a understanding of how these projects work. After this, we will conduct the test. It will test like how well you have captured what we have taught you. After the test, there will be a PI round. It's just a formality, but it will also like if you're not good in expressing yourself, like totally not good, then that's a negative point. But mostly, if you have done well in the written round, then yeah, you will be inducted on a temporary basis. Around the say 40 to 50 students, we will induct after the written test, and after that there will be 1 month of what we will be giving you tasks. Okay, based on these projects we will be testing how dedicated you are to the club, how well you're doing the all the tasks that we will be giving you. So after that, the final you will be on a temporary basis in the club for 1 month. After you do the all these tasks successfully, like now if you're also getting doubt, there will be mentors available who will be guiding you through all these tasks. But if
we'll
you
see your
show dedication,
efforts we'll see your efforts
for 1 month we will be seeing your efforts.
Yes. Also, someone asked, is it possible to join both this club and others, or this club will require full focus, especially other technical clubs? See, I'll tell you myself, I am a part of three other clubs except for Udan. There's no it's all dependent on you. If you think you're able to handle multiple clubs, which you might be, it's not really that difficult. If you're good with your time, then you can easily manage multiple clubs. So if you think you also want to join another club along with this club, yes, you can. It's no problem.
But a general rule in NIT Rourkela, don't get overwhelmed with the
Ha,
clubs. See, there
don't
are
get too many
16.
clubs into yourself.
Ideally, you should join one or two technical clubs and one or two, say, if you're interested in the non-tech, the dancing, music, and dramatics clubs, etc. But I would
Co-curricular.
suggest one,
No,
two
yes.
technical clubs so that you can devote your time in that particular.
Yes. Any other queries that you guys might have? Yeah, anyone wants to say something, any feedback also, we are open to feedback as well.
Okay, is
And
some events held
Excuse
in
me.
Someone is
innovation?
asking about events.
yes,
Yeah,
Hello.
yes.
that's a
Uh,
part we will
uh,
I think we missed in the presentation.
Hello.
There are basically like two major events. One is a flagship event, the hovercraft that you saw with the seniors standing behind it. It has a prize money of more than 10,000 rupees. So that event basically asks the participants to design their hovercrafts, and they go in for a battle. There will hovercraft battle. It draws a lot of crowd in Innovision. And the other project is the water rocket. Since we are not allowed for pyrotechnic parts to handle to ask the participants in pyrotechnic works, so there's a water rocket competition. In the water rocket, you are basically asked to design a water rocket and to reach a particular distance that is actually based on your 12th class mathematics, the parabolic curves, the trajectories designing and everything. So these are the events that we do in the innovation period. Anything else?
Anything else?
No.
Oh, so I think if there are no other questions, then I think we shall wind up today's orientation
Excuse
process.
me.
Yeah, yeah,
Hello.
yeah. Go ahead.
Can you explain again what kind of work is done by the management group or the qualities required for a person to join a management group?
Okay,
Okay.
for in the management group, you basically have to handle a few things. The one is how the technical teams are progressing in their work. There are, if you're working in some technical aspects, a club is working on the technical aspects, it means it needs funding, it needs money to buy those materials to test your own projects and everything. So you basically have to handle the finance. You get some budget allotted from the SAC, but that is not adequate. You'll get to the no in your coming years. So, so you have to handle the finance, the management of the projects, like how well the projects are flowing. If the students are facing any difficulties, the second part is I don't know about the other clubs how the since there haven't been any industrial collaborations, but in Udan, since we are collaborating with industries, you will have to get a hold on talking to industrial leaders. There are people who are really working great, making some great innovations. So you will get to know about you have to talk how to bring them to our club, how to sign MOUs are basically memorandum of understandings with companies, so that they can help you in technicalities, they can help you in giving some products, giving some help, mentorship, etc. So the management does all of this work, and maintaining the social media pages, the Facebook, LinkedIn, the Instagram pages of Udan that you might have seen that we have shared. This is the Instagram page. I think Kushal is showing it. So
Yes, you guys can follow us on all the social media handles that we have to know about our past projects and where we want to take this club in the future. Like this is our Instagram page. The content and design team has put in a lot of effort for this such a beautiful page that we are able to proudly present to you.
I think we can wind up, Kushal, if you don't have any questions.
Bhaiya,
I think we can wind up as
I
we
have
don't
a
have
question.
question. Yeah, you can
No,
reach
no,
us.
someone here. Okay.
Bhaiya,
Yeah,
can you explain the different technical teams of the SAE and art project?
Okay, SAE project consists of the three technical teams. Kushal, can you go back to the
Yes,
presentation?
yes.
And our project also consists of the three technical teams. Okay, I say actually four. The pilots are also there, who are integral to it for testing and everything. So in the aerodynamics team, it helps in designing the aerodynamic structure, designing the aerofoil. What we say, the wings. The structural team helps in designing the structure, the base part, how strong it is. Can it withstand the air friction? The avionics team is in charge of the electronics. It helps in automation of these aircrafts, and the pilot helps in testing. The R project consists of three teams. The mechanical team, who designs the whole body, designs the recovery system, and simulates it, like can it withstand the several G's, the air friction and everything. The electronics team helps in designing the avionics, the control systems, and the PCB fabrications. PCB basically is a printed circuit board where you keep all the electronics, and it helps in controlling the rocket. We have a plan of doing several other tests, like we will be revealing slowly once you join the club. Then we have the propulsion team, where we will be testing different solid rocket motors, like for giving a particular amount of thrust, for reaching a certain apogee height. So these are the technical teams, like divisions in the projects.
Where the electronics teamwork of both the projects are same.
Not exactly. In the SA project, you will be working on ESCs and BLDCs. ESC stand for electronic speed controllers, and BLDC for brushless DC motors. Okay, so they help in designing, in creating the circuitry for these speed controllers and DC motors. In the electronics team of our project, you will be basically working on sensors, like for measuring the air pressure sensor, for temperature sensor, for the orientation of the rocket using IMU, the inertial measurement units. These all things. We will be letting
Thank
you
you,
know
bro.
about all of this in detail in the workshop session.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
I think we can wind up here, no, Bhaiya?
Yeah. Any other question you can ask us in the
Reach
WhatsApp group,
us. Yes.
or ping us directly in WhatsApp. We are available. Also, we will be sending a Google form at around 9 p.m. today. For those who are interested in different groups in different projects, do fill it up positively within the next few days, and we will be starting the whole process, starting the process of induction, the tests, the workshops, and everything. We'll be sharing it in this group in Teams as well as in WhatsApp. Okay,
Okay.
Kushal, you can wind up.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for having your presence in
Okay,
this
भैया,
study
thank
Thank you
session.
भाई. Thank you
ठीक है.
भैया.
Everyone
Thank you,
feel
भैया.
free. आराम से लिखो. कोई ऐसा टेस्ट वेस्ट मतलब ऐसे गोली वोली नहीं मारेंगे. आराम से लिखना. ठीक है. All the best.
okay, ठीक है भैया.
Thank
Happy
you,
New
भैया.
Year, everyone. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to
Thank
you
you.
भैया.
Happy New Year.